2. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Take him, take him, take him. Pew, 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 pew.
What are y'all doing? And what is that in your hand?
What's going on, YouTube? Family, friends, how y'all doing? I appreciate you guys tuning in this evening with Nelson Family Outdoors for this firearm review. What's that? I'm sorry. Talking about this right here? You're talking about this brand new Franchi Affinity 3 semi-automatic 12 gauge shotgun shooting in 3-inch Magnum with a 28-inch rim barrel. If you may have seen in my last video when I talked about getting this gun and how I got it and why I got it and all those things, I finally got to go shoot it this past weekend. Guys, I did my research. I've shot different semi-automatics in my time. I've shot the Remington 1100, the 1187. I just shot a friend of mine's Franchi the other day at the shooting range. Not this model, I forget the model that it was, but I did my research. I went and looked in forums, shotgun forums, waterfowl forums. I looked at YouTube videos just like the one I'm making right now. And for the price and the amount of gun you get and the reliability, this was just the way to go for me. It doesn't mean it's going to be the best gun for everybody. For my budget, for my situations, the way I hunt, this gun works for me. Because anybody who knows me that's hunting with me knows I'm a budget guy. I've had the same pump shotgun since I was 16 years old. That gun's going on 16 years old. I'll be 32 this year. I was finally able to get myself something that I've always wanted, which is a semi-automatic shotgun. One of the main reasons I love a semi is the follow-up shots. And a lot of people are great with their pump shotgun. They're able to keep their eyes down sight and pull that pump back action all day long and keep their accuracy going. And I was pretty good with mine too, but you can't deny being able to draw up and take a shot and keeping your eye down target the entire time and never having to worry about actioning the gun, moving it around to make sure that you're racking another round in the chamber.
How about now? Whoa!
I can keep my eyesight on what I'm aiming at instead of having to worry about actioning the gun. Now I did shoot some 2 3/4 and I shot some 3-inch. The 3-inch I shot were actually what I usually hunt, which is the Winchester Super X's. This is the 3-inch 2-shot. These shot perfectly out of this gun. Everything chambered well, ejected well. I had really good patterns with it on the duck targets I had out at about 25 yards. And then I also shot 2 3/4 8-shot Winchester Super X's. And I don't know if it's because it was a real old box of shells or what's going on. I did have 3 shots that didn't eject, but it was because the shell didn't go off at all. The firing pin hit the primer. Nothing happened, so I ejected it manually and saw that the primer was struck and nothing happened. I don't think that was the shotgun. I think it was the shells themselves. I shot about 10-15 rounds of the 3-inch 2-shot and had no issues. I shot the 22 other shells that were in that same box with no issues. I was able to hit clays, I was hitting triples that day. The gun shoots great. And now the Franchi does come in like your Shadow Grass or like your Mossio camo. I personally liked the all black composite, not to mention it was like another $150 more for the camo. Could always get it dipped or something later on if I want to, but again, I like the composite. The other cool feature is your charging handle here. As you guys can see, it's a pretty nice size. You have no issues grabbing that thing and racking it back, or if you have an issue or a stovepipe or something, you grab that thing, rack it back real quick, and you get that shell out of there. Your action release button, same thing. You can see it's a pretty nice size, about the size of the tip of my thumb. Hit that thing, your shell's in the chamber, ready to go. Now, like I was saying, the kick really wasn't all that bad. It did kick a little bit more than what I was expecting because it is inertia driven. For you guys who don't know what that means, inertia driven means it doesn't have a gas chamber with like a gas tube that's helping to use the gas to blow back the action. It is using the gas, but in a different way. See, what happens is, if you guys can see right here, when I open this up, how it spins. Because what's happening is that's locking everything real nice and tight in the chamber so that when that shotgun shell fires off, it's using the gases to blow back this action. And there's an inertia spring that runs the length of right here to your buttstock. And what happens is when that gas blows the action backwards, it compresses that inertia spring, which fires it back forward, chambering a new round, ready for you to keep on going. One of the other cool things about the gun is it did come with 3 choke tubes. It comes with a modified already in the barrel. It came with your improved cylinder and your full choke. Now the full choke does tell you not to use steel. So what I'll probably end up doing is buying another brand of the extended choke tubes. I'm still doing research on that. If anybody has any ideas on what's a good one to use in this model, I'll probably end up getting like a steel extended full choke to use for when the birds are flying high and that kind of thing. I think MSRP on this thing is like $750 or something like that. I think I paid like $780 out the door for it at Sportsman Warehouse. So I'm sure different places might have a little bit different prices, but it's all going to be around that same $800 range. Like I said, if you wanted to get the Shadow Grass or one of the other camos, I think it's like another $150 more. So again, that's not the only reason I didn't go that way. I do like the all black look. The composite looks really nice to me, and nice and slick and clean. I haven't yet taken it apart to really give it a big thorough cleaning. I cleaned it a little bit before I shot it. After shooting, I don't know, maybe almost 2 boxes of shells when you include the 3" and the 2 3/4, and it's really not even that dirty. It's pretty clean even after doing all that shooting. So I may let it shoot a little dirty for a little bit before I take it completely apart and give it a super good cleaning. Maybe when I do take it apart completely and I break it down, that I'll do another video on that if that's something you guys would like to see. But all in all, it seemed like a great gun. I will be taking it in the woods next weekend, not this one. It's the youth hunt this weekend coming. I'm going to be taking Gavin for his youth hunt, going after the wood ducks. But next weekend, we're going after big ducks, and I'll be taking it out there, seeing how it does in the weather, see how it does when I'm actually shooting at something flying, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Again, if I end up doing a video to break it down and showing how I would clean it and take it apart and all those kind of things, that's something you guys would like to see, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video and the review on the shotgun. If there's anything I left out, any questions you might have about it, let me know. It's a great gun. Go out and get you one if you do a lot of bird hunting, if you do a lot of clay shooting. It's good for all those things. I almost forgot to mention, guys, I hit 50 subscribers today, which is awesome. Like I said, when I first started this YouTube channel, I actually kept it private. I just wanted a spot where I could keep all these videos and pictures of all these hunting trips I'm going on with my dad and my kids and all my family. Keep them stored into one spot and be able to come back and look on them again one day. But, you know, I started to watch them and sit down with my kids and my mom and my dad and my wife and watch these videos. And I started thinking, man, you know, there's not a whole lot of YouTube channels with your budget, WMA hunting kind of guys, average Joe guys like myself. Now, there are some, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of guys that I follow and watch on YouTube, and I love them. And they were kind of my inspiration in starting this YouTube channel. So don't get me wrong, they're out there. But look, I'm your average Joe guy. I'm a hard worker. I work 8-hour shifts every day, Monday through Friday, hunt on the weekends. When I take my vacations, it's to hunt. So I'm going to keep bringing you this content, this real content, everyday kind of stuff. The way our weekends go, it's not always going to be just killing. It's going to be trips where we get skunked, and you know, it's real life. It's real hunting, and especially on WMAs down here in Southeast Louisiana. So I hope it's the kind of stuff you guys like to see. We will have trips that we'll be taking in the future. We're kind of planning on an Arkansas conservation goose hunt soon. So that'll all be on the channel. Taking Gavin this weekend on the youth hunt to go after some wood ducks. Next weekend's opening a big duck, and we'll be hitting that. So guys, please like and subscribe and share. Keep liking it. Keep sharing it. Comment. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all want to see. Please hit that red subscribe button. Keep showing me the love, and I appreciate all the views and the subscribes, and thank you guys. God bless.